Well, good morning, friends, and happy Monday. Looks like we kicking off this week with a bang. Y'all, we just had a family meeting last night, and here I am again, Monday morning. Let me begin by saying, excuse my face. Yes, I look extra greasy this morning. No, it is not baby oil. It is vitamin E because my face is still doing weird things, but we're here. And Albie Shore has spoken out. Albie Shore kicked off this week bright and early Monday morning, dropped not one, not two, but 3 statements on Instagram in regard to Kim Porter, in regard to this alleged memoir, Kim's Lost Words, that is selling like hotcakes on Amazon. He also addressed a number of things. And because I'm thorough, I have Cliff Notes. And let's just dive into these Cliff Notes real quick, just to make sure I don't miss anything of importance. Number 1, Albie Shore has been posting, he said in his statement, and basically what I did was I took all 3 of his statements and I pulled out the important parts for those of us who don't have time to waste. For those of us who can't tarry. Some of y'all know what tarry means. So basically, here's the gist of it. So let's start number 1. Albie Shore has said he has been posting about the potential dangers and crimes for over 15 years, tagging law enforcement agencies to prevent tragedies. But he faced ridicule and suppression from the powers that be and the public. Some might say me included. I don't know. Albie Shore also stated that a PR campaign was designed in an attempt to silence him and to distort the narrative around Kim's life, her work, and her legacy. Albie Shore also formally requested an investigation into the individuals who work with Kim Porter and who were allegedly involved in the theft of her belongings, including a personal computer, like mobile devices, and her original book notes. So let's stop right there. So basically, Albie Shore is confirming what other people have said not to be true, that there was no book. There was no book. Albie Shore is saying, yes, there was a book, and that people, individuals involved, stole this stuff out of Kim's house after her passing. Y'all just hang on to that little bit right there, okay? Let me move this over here so it'll be easier for reading. He's also noting that Kim Porter's original book notes were allegedly stolen, and what you guys are reading in the streets of Amazon that y'all paying money for, and the excerpts that are floating around social media, is an edited version of her book that contains fabricated and offensive content. Now, these aren't his necessary words, because he called it, what did he actually call it? He called it calculated, let me see, what did Albie Shore call it? He called it like a calculated, come on, hurry up. Calculated fiction is what he called it. Calculated fiction. So he's basically saying that the book does contain some of Kim's stuff. At least, let me say, it sounds like he's saying the book does contain some of Kim Porter's original notes, but it also, like a Ryan Murphy series, it also contains fabricated and offensive content. Albie Shore also said that Kim's publicist, and maybe Kim's publicist and or Diddy, because he never says Diddy's name. Remember, we talked about that last night, how grown people stand on business and call people by their names. But Albie Shore still will not say Sean Combs, Diddy, P. Diddy, Diddy Puff, Puff Daddy, Sugar Puffs, Honeycomb Puffs, none of that. He won't say none of that. We are just to fill in the blank about who he's referencing, okay? So he said publicists launched a campaign to distract from the truth and mislead the public, possibly over crimes related to Kim's death, Kim Porter's death. Now, you know, Albie Shore is standing on business that Kim Porter was murdered. His words, not mine. I wasn't there. But he is still standing on business that Kim Porter was indeed murdered, that she did not die of pneumonia that just came out of nowhere. Albie Shore also hints at a connection between these individuals and the alleged murders of other prominent artists in the entertainment industry. So now I'm thinking we tying in Biggie. I think we're tying in Tupac, things of that nature. Albie Shore also said Kim Porter was supposedly preparing to reveal personal abuses, drugging, and human trafficking before her own death. Now, Albie Shore tied himself into this dancery by saying he also endured severe health issues and multiple attempts to silence and harm him, but he survived to tell the story thanks to King Jesus above, okay? Now, no jokes there, because what Albie Shore went through, I wouldn't wish that on nobody. Because he went through what he... Y'all remember Claudia Jordan said his organs was liquefying? Okay. Albie Shore also called for justice for Kim Porter, demanding accountability for those who tarnished her name and her legacy. And again, he referenced back to the book saying it's BS. He stood on business and said he has never, ever engaged in any baby oil activities with him, because he don't say his name. But he said that is absolutely unequivocally untrue. So, because I knew when he was co-signing that book, he did not read that excerpt, but we already talked about that. Albie Shore thanked law enforcement agencies for their effort. He also asked for continuous prayers, especially for Kim Porter's children. Now, if you notice in a lot of Albie Shore's posts, he uses BC and AC. And for those of you who don't know what that means like before coma, after coma. Like I guess that's how he okay. Albie Shore also compared Kim Porter's situation to Cassie Ventura, implying that both were at risk for exposing his truths. So Cassie, she did it. She got to the bottom of it. She exposed the truth. He says Kim was trying to expose the truth, but she couldn't due to her untimely passing. Last but certainly not least, Albie Shore warned that he gonna drop the hottest lawsuits on everybody's head who set out to defame him by associating him with a false narrative. Those are my talking points for today, based off of the 3-post statement that Albie Shore wrote. Now, let me just talk to y'all from Zavi, Ice Cream Conversations, Ice Cream Convos, Ice Cream Conversations LLC. Has no parts of this commentary. These are my own personal thoughts, views, and opinions. If you read those 3 statements, it was written by an attorney. It was just the way it was laid out. It was written by an attorney, or it's given like ChatGPT. Make this sound real, like serious. Now, Albie Shore is very, very good friends with a brilliant, brilliant female attorney. I feel like she helped him out a little bit with that statement. The parts that just kind of confuse me is that it feels like Albie Shore is trying to say that all of the parts of the book where Diddy doing dirt are true, but the stuff with me and all that, like that was just added in to defame me, to shut me up. Which could very well be the case. That may be why he was supporting the book until he got to that one excerpt. So here we are, Monday morning, 3 long-winded statements on social media from Albie Shore. I see my ICC legal friends. Can you help me understand? Can you call for an investigation via Instagram? I mean, he tagged everybody he could think of, with the exclusion of Judge Mathis and Judge Judy. But he tagged everybody. He did hashtag Federal Bureau of Investigations, hashtag FBI, hashtag United States Department of Justice, hashtag the DOJ, hashtag the Drug Enforcement Administration, hashtag the DEA, hashtag the Civil Intelligence Agency, hashtag the CIA. And then he added the LAPD headquarters, the NYPD, and then Las Vegas. Is that Las Vegas? What's LVMPD? Let me see. Because you know I don't be knowing my polices. The Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. So yeah, he tagged them too. So he tagged all the hottest law enforcement agencies. Thank you for the stars, my Germany. Love you. He tagged all the hottest law enforcement agencies. So, but can you launch an investigation by tagging people? Because I'm going to start tagging the blogs who be stealing my content. Because if we can kick off investigations with hashtags, it's up for y'all. It's up. It's up. So, okay, I'm speaking for me again. Something of this magnitude and something, I guess magnitude is the word. That's the word I want. Something of this magnitude. Shouldn't we just hop in the car and go down to the police station? Like the LAPD, the NYPD, and the LVMPD, like, they got a lot of stuff to handle in the street. Like Las Vegas PD, child, the way Las Vegas be popping, they got a lot of stuff to handle. And the way them boroughs be cutting up in NY, and don't even get me started on the LAPD. So, they gonna drop everything they doing to read Albie Shore's posts? Possibly, because they be having social media teams. But is this going to be enough to start an investigation? Now, I'm not going to ask why now, because Albie Shore has been dropping his Blues Clues for quite some time. So I'm not going to ask why now, because I know that a lot of people feel empowered now that Diddy is actually behind bars. So people can say whatever they need to say with their chests and feel a little safer. But can we just ride down to the police station and put something in writing, like a formal complaint? Because this kind of feels performative. Especially when you use the excerpt from the book in the video that accompanied the statement. I don't know. Like, I be trying not to be judgmental, but it be hard. Because, I mean, some things I just don't understand, because some things you just have to experience or maybe walk in their shoes to understand. But this feels performative. This feels like everybody was laughing at me over the weekend because they read that excerpt. And now I got to come back with that fire on Monday morning. I got to give the people something. I got to say something on Monday morning. Shantae said, do police take things seriously if you were to walk into the station? I be feeling like they won't. So you think they'll take a social media post more seriously than you actually coming in? Because if you actually go in and make a statement, then you're held accountable for the words that you put into the statement, and you could be held liable if everything that you say in the statement isn't true. Right now, we are at a place where everybody and their grandma throwing their Diddy stories out because he behind bars. He can't say nothing unless his kid's sitting on the horn reading him the tweets and the Instagram posts. But listen, I ain't arguing with nobody because I don't have no case. And I ain't did nothing. And ain't no books written about me yet. So I told y'all yesterday that I bring this stuff to y'all because this is what people are talking about. And I run an entertainment and celebrity news outlet. But I am not invested in this stuff in any way, shape, or form. Outside of just making sure I keep y'all abreast of what's going on. But I'm not invested in this. Once I close my eyes and lay down and put my vitamin E oil on my face, that's why I'm so greasy this morning. Once I do that, child, I give it to God and go to sleep. Y'all can lose sleep over it or spend money on it, but I ain't. I just find the way people, I tell y'all all the time, if you sit back and watch the way celebrities move, they tell on themselves most cases. Or not necessarily telling on themselves, but they reveal their true character or what they really about. All I'm saying is just digest it how you want. Yeah, just digest it how you want. But that's all I just wanted to let y'all know. Give y'all the cliff notes of what Mr. Albert Brown brought to the streets of the internet early Monday morning. Mojo said, not my monkey, not my show. Child. And that's word to Bubbles. But it will be interesting to sit back and just watch how all of this unfolds. I'm curious to see if the LAPD or the NYPD or the LMVPD, oh, that's LMVPD, LVMPD. I got to work on my enunciation. Yeah, so I'm just going to wait and see if they pick this up. I just feel like it'd be more impactful to actually go into a police station. Shimmy said, did you read about the alleged threesome with Mary J. Blige? I ain't saying shit about Mary J. Blige this morning. Woo, won't be no hateration from me in this dancery when it come to MJB. No, no, no. Thank you for the stars, Shanine. That's my sissy. No, won't be no hateration from me in this dancery. But yeah, so you can actually see all three of Albie Shore's posts on my post on icecreamconvos.com, where we serve delicious scoops of entertainment and celebrity news. Or you can just slide over to Instagram, see it live in the flesh, do whatever it is that you want to do. But if you want to see like the full statement, or if you want the, cliff notes, you don't want to be reading Albie Shore's book this morning, you're more than welcome to go over and view my cliff notes of it. Okay? All right, I got to work because I got a massage this morning. I'm about to get rubbed down. So let me go ahead and get this workout. And let me do this post real quick and tell y'all why August Alsina said he left the music industry. Child, I'm going to just need everybody. Hey, if you got a secret or somebody done wronged you, I need everybody take to the timeline right now. Get it off your chest right now. But don't do it no Blues Clues, because August is doing Blues Clues. I'm going to just let y'all know that straight off the rip. He doing Blues Clues. But I'm going to need us to start being grown-ups and start calling people out by their names so they can be held accountable. There's too many people getting away with too much stuff. Then by the time it hit the fan, you got 30 decades. Not 30 decades. You have 3 decades and 30 years of crimes against humanity. And we supposed to clean it all up in one trial. Trial by. All right. Love y'all. Have a good day. Bye.